everybody. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin here at ringside, and we are ready to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling. Corey, we got a big one coming up.
Oh, what a big show we got today. Bert Prentice is going to have that Russian Unified team in here today. Then we'll see Jarrett the King Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, and Superstar Moondog team in six-man tag team action. Moondogs on the card today, and that's not all. Back in the area, J.T. Southern. He's on the card today. Then we'll see Brickhouse Brown and Mean Mike Miller teaming up. And then, for the first time ever, we got the Southern Heavyweight Champion against the Unified World Heavyweight Champion, Reno Riggans, against Eddie Gilbert. That'll be a good single bout.
It sure will. It's going to be a non-title match, but for the first time on TV, you know, the holder of the Southern title always first in line for that unified belt. We'll see what happens as we go along today. J.T. Southern scheduled to be here right off the bat. You stay with us, and we'll be back for the USWA after this. Been a while since we've seen him in the USWA, but I tell you what, a name I think wrestling fans everywhere will recognize. J.T. Southern back in the territory right here. We're going to see if we can get him out here right now. Here he comes. See if we can talk to him just for a couple of minutes about the action coming up. He has the Continental title around his waist. Here he is, J.T. Southern, right? He's got his guitar with him.
Hey, Brown! How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, J.T.
This is like deja vu. I was here like just, about 5 years ago? Traveling around the world? Now I'm back, and you're going to love it.
I noticed you got the Continental title around your waist. You're back to defend it.
Defend it? I'm not going to defend it. I own it. This is my belt. And no one here is going to take it. I don't care what side of the fence you ride. You are not going to take this belt from J.T. Southern. This is my personal property.
Well, okay, I suppose he plans on leaving with the Continental belt as well as arriving with it. Got the guitar sounds going here, and I tell you, the big night of champions going to be coming up. Be watching for it, and you will be seeing J.T. Southern. I guess he'll have his guitar with him, and J.T., we got you booked in a match here today. This is Chuck Casey coming around right here. As a matter of fact, yeah, and greeting the fans. Well, I tell you what, both of them new names in the USWA. J.T. tosses the guitar pick down on the ring apron, and there comes the guitar. We'll make sure that that gets out of the way. We sure don't want that thing lying at ringside here for anybody to pick up and use on an opponent.
No,
J.T. Southern, he was showing the Continental belt to Chuck Casey, his opponent. Referee Kevin Christian right there, and we are just about set. Get this one underway, I think.
Yeah, the referee checks J.T., calls for the bell, and
I tell you what, this guy is double tough, let me tell you. And it looks like that guitar, looks like he's instructed that guitar will stay at ringside. Well, let's see what happens here. Here's Corey.
Thank you, Dave. Chuck Casey, his opponent.
I don't know much about Casey, but I tell you what, he's trying to get the crowd on his side.
Yeah, indeed. That's J.T. Southern, the North Central Heavyweight Champion, tangling up with Casey. And the backs Casey up, whoops him in. Oh, well, he's trying to get him off there and whip him into the ropes. Tries again, finally gets Casey off. Casey leaps over. J.T. Southern comes back with a DDT on him, takes him down to the mat. Well, a powerful move in there from Southern, too.
Yeah, Southern just blocked him. I mean, Casey didn't really do anything wrong there. Southern just countered him and ended up with the advantage.
J.T. Southern, the North Central Heavyweight Champion, back in the USWA. Been some time. But he's back today and goes to work on Chuck Casey. Oh, dropped down with an elbow. Casey gets out of the way. Grabs Southern, whips him into the other side, and Casey comes on. Flip in there from Casey, let me tell you.
Look at these guys. What an opening match for USWA Championship Wrestling today. J.T. Southern back in the area. Look at Chuck Casey go.
Boy, this Casey is some kind of impressive, and like you said, Dave, boy, what a good opener we got today. This is just to start things off in the USWA Championship Wrestling it is, and Casey goes out to JT Southern. Look at reversal here. Whips Casey in. And a clothesline. Oh, Chuck Casey takes him down. JT Southern's a big guy, too. He's got a big build on him there.
Yeah, he really is. A good size, tall, rangy guy. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, a little flip there. A mini suplex on Casey. JT Southern drops down and nails Casey. 1, 2. Southern slams away at Casey and nails him with a right hand in there. Southern went in after him. Nobody home. And Casey, Chuck Casey, takes JT, whips him into the other side of the ring. Nails him with a right hand. Going out to Southern, and JT rakes the eyes of Chuck Casey. Picks him up. Oh, look at Casey. Oh, boy.
Into the referee.
Knocked it right into referee Kevin and Christian.
Oh, look at this. Boy, you know, that's why I was hoping that we would get that guitar away from ringside.
Yeah, you were trying to get the security guard there. You were trying to get him to take it off that apron there, but we got his attention. But JT Southern gets the attention of Chuck Casey, gets the 1, 2, 3, and he gets the win. There he is, JT Southern back in the USWA. Been some time, and it's got a little change in the way there too, I think.
You know, I had hoped for better from JT Southern, but you know, he brought out the guitar and talked about the belt and all of that sort of thing. But I mean, you know, the guy, people have often said, if you can do it, it ain't bragging. And, you know, he has shown that he deserves to wear the belt. And then to come out and to use a guitar like that against his opponent, and Chuck Casey now explaining to the referee what happened. And the referee was knocked down as Casey was thrown back into it. Casey didn't even see the referee.
Indeed.
Oh, my goodness. Well, so much for that one. JT Southern ends up with the victory here. Hello, Jeff, and congratulations. Look at this, the World Tag Team title.
I don't want to take much of your time this morning, Dave, but me and Jerry just wanted to come out and show all the great fans what we've been working a long time for.
Yes, sir.
And like Jerry said last week, we were going to do anything we could to get these belts, and that's exactly what we did.
You got them, King.
Well, I just want to thank all of the fine people out here and everybody that was at the match. It was a big night. As I said, we did have to reach way down in the bottom of that bag of tricks. But what it finally came down to was that big dead end sign that the Moondogs brought out there originally, and it wound up to be their dead end, and their dead ends were laying right in the middle of that ring, and they got pinned 1, 2, 3, and we are now the new World Tag Team Champions.
Absolutely. The belts are around their waist. Jeff, Jerry, again, congratulations in winning the World Tag Team titles. They had them before, they wanted them back, and they got them. Oh, here come the former champions right here. Richard Lee blowing the whistle. The Moondogs hit the ring.
Let's not wait for anything, King and Jack. Let's get your big bump in the ring, and we'll see what they say.
Well, the challenge. Look, Lawler, Jarrett holding the belts high. Holding the belts high, saying, yeah, this is what they want, but not today.
Hey, Brown, why don't they get in there and do something there? We're standing here, boy.
Hey, Richard Lee, match will be booked, but it's not here today. You've got other opponents here today. Moondogs in the ring, the folding metal chair at ringside.
Yeah, they're renting and raving with it. They do not like it at all. Look at them go at the Todd Johnson and Jeff Rocket.
They just grab these kids as they come into the area. They didn't even let them get in the ring.
These boys are paying the price right now for Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett because they ain't got the guts to come out here and stand up to their bull.
Well, these Moondogs and Richard Lee, some kind of crazy today. They don't like it. But it's not. Lawler and Jarrett, the new World Tag Team Champions. Boy, and Moondog spot comes off. Nails Johnson get the 3. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Moondogs get the win. So now they can get out of here, Richard. We won the bout. Sling Todd Johnson over to our other camera over there.
Yeah, just lost him down here. Here's, look out.
Jarrett can sit out here and run their mouth and run their mouth. But when it comes down to sit down here.
Hey, watch out.
When they let a couple of young punks take their beating, that's too much, baby.
That's the word from Richard Lee as a Moondog. Look, continue to run wild over here, throwing Todd Johnson onto the desk.
Boy, he picked up Todd.
Oh, my goodness.
Knocks him over the desk. Boy, I tell you, oh, boy, this kind of stuff. Come on, Richard. Get him out of here.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. We're going to try to get him out of here. Well, at least we were able to get Todd Johnson and Jeff Rocket out of here, but the Moondogs continue stalking the studio. And
stalk anybody and everybody we want to, Dave Brown, because let me tell you something. After the last 8 or 9 months, it's been broken bones. It's been birds on the face. It's been stitches in the head. It's been everything that you could possibly do to bodily injure anybody. And it's both sides of the fence. Jeff Jarrett and Jerry Lawler, we took your lumps. You took our lumps. Well, fine, boys. And now it all comes down to one.
Get them out of the crowd right there. Get them out of the crowd.
One final time, boys, because my dogs are prime. My dogs have got a bone to pick. My dogs have got 2 bones to pick, baby. And I'm going to tell you what, when it comes picking time, my dogs are going to be the ones that walk back up that aisle with those championship belts held high over their head, baby, because it's finishing time for Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett. Boys, you've been king of the mountain too long, and the only kings of Moondog Mountain are my dogs, baby, and we're going to rule the world.
It's going to be the final showdown coming up. Let's talk about the entire card coming up at the Mid-South Coliseum. If we can get these guys out of here.
Oh, boy, I tell you.
You're going to rule the world, says Richard Lee. Well, you're not going to rule it here today. Get them out, and let's get on with things. Monday night, 8 o'clock at the Mid-South Coliseum is when it all begins, and my goodness gracious.
Oh, boy.
Listen to the card. This is an incredible card.
Great
10 matches in all. A big night of champions. You'll understand more about that as we go along. The opening match is going to be that Russian Unified team going against Tony Falk and the Hornet. And the Russian Unified team will not be defending a championship.
Well, they're titleless.
Their first match here. Out of here. They lost their title, so they have no title to defend. And I understand Bert Prentice not too happy about that situation. More about that later on. Then, coming up, you got a brass knucks match. Following that one, Eric Embry going against the hitman Doug Gilbert. This should be something to see, let me tell you.
Second bout in that. That's just the second match, too.
Then the Continental heavyweight title is going to be at stake. You met him just a few minutes ago, or were reintroduced to J.T. Southern. He goes against Mean Mike Miller, who will have Lauren Davenport over in the corner. The Continental heavyweight title will be on the line. Then the Pacific Northwest title on the line. The champion, Brickhouse Brown, he has the belt. He brings it in to defend against Billy Joe Travis. A USWA ladies title match, Lauren Davenport. Yeah, we'll be going against Miss Texas.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of fire in that one.
Texas title on the line. Brian Christopher, no longer the Southern champion, but he still has the Texas title. He may not have it after Monday night because he has to face Todd Champion, who will be trying to take that Texas title away from Mr. Christopher. Then, The USWA Southern title will be on the line. The new champion, Reno Riggans. He sort of stunned the wrestling world, as a matter of fact.
Oh, indeed.
When he won this belt, but he sure did it. He ended up with a belt around his waist, and he will be defending against some mighty tough competition in Nature Boy, Buddy Landell. Is that all? Unified world title will be at stake, too. Hotstuff, Eddie Gilbert against Gentleman Chris Adams.
Oh,
Are you
boy.
ready for Chris?
Getting ready for that one.
A lot of folks have heard about Chris. If you haven't seen him, well, Monday night is going to be your opportunity at the Mid-South Coliseum as he goes for the unified title and Hotstuff Eddie Gilbert. Extra added challenge match after this one. No title at stake, but you don't need a title the way these two guys are feeling about each other, especially the way Dundee feels about Rich right now. Wildfire Tommy Rich against the superstar Bill Dundee. And then the final showdown. Main event of the night. The Moondogs with Richard Lee going against Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, and no return match. This will be it for the Moondogs against Jarrett and Lawler. No return. On Night of Champions, you understand what we mean now by Night of Champions, I think. 10 matches in all, 8 of them. Titles will be at stake. And right here is the king.
Now, the Moondogs come out here, and Richard Lee shoots his mouth off, and they take advantage of a couple of young kids who are just trying to get their start in professional wrestling. They don't just beat them in the ring. They bring them all over the studio, and they beat them with chairs, they beat them with desks, they beat them with anything they get their hands on. Well, Moondogs, you might think that impresses somebody, and it might impress some of these simple-minded idiots over here that are cheering for the Moondogs, but I can assure you they are in the small minority because the vast majority of these people realize that the Moondogs ain't nothing because we are the champions. Jeff Jarrett and the King have the belts, Richard Lee, in case you don't know it. And you Moondogs, you didn't impress Jeff, and you didn't impress me, because all we got to do is look at these belts and know that we beat you the last time we were in the ring with you, and we can do it again. Now, this match Monday night, Jeff signed it, I signed it. It's the final showdown. I feel like I've been married to the Moondogs. I've been seeing them so much. Every night I go to the ring, I look at those two ugly mugs and Richard Lee running around the ring, and I'm sick of it. So Monday night is the final showdown because, as I said, the names are on the dotted line. There'll be no return matches. If the Moondogs win, Jeff and I do not, under any circumstances, get another shot at these World Tag Team titles. But when Jeff and I beat the Moondogs, we can say goodbye to Richard Lee and those two jerks, because you ain't getting no more title matches.
That's exactly right. Jerry just about said it all. And Richard Lee, like Jerry said, when you sign that dotted line, you might as well been signing your death wish, because you ain't going to see these belts, and you certainly ain't going to see any more of the USWA, because you're looking at the World Tag Team Champions.
Anything goes.
From your nose to your toes, Jerry.
Final showdown.
Get ready, Richard Lee. Anything goes. We're going to have us some chairs. We're going to have us some boards. We're going to have us some anything we can think of. And when it's all said and done,
Bring your daddy and sign.
we're going to have us some belts, buddy.
That's right.
Final showdown coming up Monday night, 8 o'clock. Don't miss this one at the Mid-South Coliseum. We'll be back with more after this. It's an exciting day in the USWA. We've already had some great action for you today, and 6-man tag team action coming up right now. J.D. Wolf, the Scorpion, and Mr. Clyde in the ring. Here's the referee, and look at this. Superstar Bill Dundee leading the way for his team, and following, there's the King, and I think they got a glimpse of Jeff Jarrett. There he is, 6-man tag team action coming up. Stand by for this one. The referee, Kevin Christian, giving instructions. Boy, does he have his work cut out for him. He's already had a pretty tough day here today, and that, especially that JT Southern match, where he got knocked down to the mat. JT Southern got a victory. Moondogs came out and got a win today as they beat up some unfortunate young wrestlers in that Moondog style that we've all come to despise.
Yeah, most unpleasant Moondog style, too.
J.D. Wolf.
J.D. Wolf there, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, boy, he may be backing up before long. He looks like he's ready to go. He's challenging Lawler and Jarrett right now. I wonder if he's aware they're the world tag champions. Perhaps not. J.D. Wolf calling for action, saying, hey, let's go. He's challenging fans. Hey, if you want to, I'll wrestle you. All right, we're underway here.
Now that the bell is sounded, there's J.D. Wolf tangling out with Jeff Jarrett. We saw Wolf for the first time last week on USWA Wrestling. Look at Jarrett slaying him over to the... Oh, boy, got a wrong corner over there. Had his hand up for a tag. Lawler just politely grabbed his hand.
Yeah, I bit it is what he...
Yeah, Dundee nailed him.
Yeah, don't go to the wrong corner, J.D. You go find yourself in enough trouble in the middle of the ring, much less over in the opponent's corner.
Jeff Jarrett, one half of the USWA World Champion, slings Wolf down to the mat. J.D. Wolf, he wanted to start it off for his team of the Scorpion and Mr. Clyde. He almost is about to change his mind in there now, I'll tell you. Jeff whips him into the ropes. Wolf leaps over, comes back off. Good hip toss from Jarrett. Tagged on the superstar, Bill Dundee. And Dundee and Jarrett whoop into the ropes, and a big backdrop on him as the little Australian picks him up, slams Wolf down.
That's one of Bill's favorite insult moves. Just walk right over his stomach. Count of two he got. I thought he might have him there for a minute.
Yeah, I thought he did too. He tags on the King, Jerry Lawler. Dundee and Lawler. Working together well. Lawler nails Wolf. They say out. Get it there. Lawler, the series of right hands. He goes after J.D. Wolf.
I don't know if we need to point out or not that Lawler did get the permission of the fans at ringside before he used that closed fist. That doesn't make it legal, but...
Hands Wolf man into the boot of Jeff Jarrett. Dundee nails him again.
Oh, my goodness. Poor J.D. I'm starting to feel sorry for him. Again, he was reaching for a tag in the wrong corner.
And got nailed again. And did you see he fell down there and had his foot on the bottom rope, wanting to break.
But as he fell, as he hit the mat, his hand was still outstretched, reaching for a tag that wasn't there.
Jeff Jarrett and Wolf, hey, finally gets the tag on the big Scorpion in there. That's a big guy. And Jeff goes to work on him, too. Back the Scorpion out, whips him into the ropes, and big drop kick on him. Takes him down, tags Bill Superstar Dundee. Dundee and Jarrett take the Scorpion in, and a double drop kick on the Scorpion. Tag on Lawler. Boy, all three of these guys working out real good in there. Double right hand from Lawler and Dundee. Lawler's up on the middle rope. He comes down. Boy, that's got to be all she wrote. I guarantee you that. That's great. Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, and Bill Dundee. Hey, and Mr. Clyde never got a chance to get in there. J.D. Wolf took most of the beating for his team. And the Scorpion, he was inspired with that big right hand from Lawler. So Lawler, Jarrett, and Dundee get the win.
Well, I tell you what, those three guys look terrific together. Dundee, Lawler, and Jarrett. Going to get some good competition here today. Well, I tell you what, they made short work out of that team. Here's the superstar, Bill Dundee, right here. Bill, congratulations on that win right there. I know you're not quite as happy about another situation. Maybe if you'd wait right here with us, we'll talk to you in just a minute, give you a second to catch your breath. Let's catch the fans up on that situation with Wildfire Tommy Rich. Watch.
As Tanner went line down into the rope. Rick Martin's up on the top rope. He's got a flying press on Eddie Gilbert. What is Tommy Rich has got a chain? What is he doing? Oh, Tommy! Come on, Tommy! Tommy Rich just pulled a chain out of there. He nailed Ricky Martin for some odd reason in there. Now Rich is acting like he's knocked out over here. He got a 3. Well, in 12 minutes and 5 seconds, going to be Eddie Gilbert, Doug Gilbert, Clyde Christopher, and Buddy Landell, the Memphis Mafia. The New Memphis Mafia get the win in 12:05 over the Rock and Roll Express. Dundee and Tommy Rich. Your winners on the bout. Hotstuff, Eddie Gilbert, Doug Gilbert, Major Boy Buddy Landau, and Brian Christopher in 12 minutes and 5 seconds. Boy, Tommy Rich just pulled a chain out. He nailed Ricky Morton, let me tell you. For some odd reason, Rich just pulled a chain out of his tights, caught Ricky Morton, and nailed Ricky, got the pin cover. Got Dundee laid out in the middle of the ring, and both of the Moondogs working Billy over. Bill's trying to get help from Rich over there. What is Tommy? Well, ring the bell, App. Ring the bell. That's going to be it. Tommy jumped over the top rope. What are you doing, Tommy?
Hey, tell your Moondogs to go on with it. It's Tommy Rich night tonight, baby. We're making examples all night long. Beat him up! Beat him up!
Tommy, what I tell you? Tommy Rich just leaped over the top rope, and that eliminated he and Dundee. Pulls out that chain he had earlier tonight here at the Coliseum. Moondogs holding Bill. Ring it. Ring the bell. Let's get some help out here. Yeah. Ring it. Let's get some help.
Right there, everybody can understand why you're upset.
Well, David, winning and losing, that bothers you sometimes, but it's who does it to you and how he does it. Tommy, you and I drove up and down the road a long time, brother, and I thought you was a friend of mine, and I really don't know what happened to you, and right now I really don't care. Now, I know we do all this for money, and that's the name of the game, but that was a tag team situation, brother, so if I won, that made you the winner. If I lost, that made you the loser, and we may have won that. But no, brother, I don't know what got into your head, and I don't know what you was thinking about. And like I said, I really don't care. You prove to me and all them people out there that you'll do anything for money, brother. Well, you just take it from me, so will I. So this week in the ring, Jack, I'm going to pound you from pillar to post, and I really don't care what I got to do to win. Because like you said, Tommy, it doesn't matter how you play the game, it's just winning and losing, right? Well, that's what Bill Dundee's going to do this week, brother. So if I got to beat your brains out with a chair, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I don't care what it takes, Tommy. The friendship's all at the window, brother. I'm going to beat your brains out, at least try.
All right, Bill, I can understand the situation, and the challenge match is coming up this week. You've got Wildfire Tommy Rich in the ring. We'd like to hear from Tommy Rich, too. Let's take a break first, and we'll be back with that after this. Bill, I think you called it just right. Nobody can really tell what was in Tommy Rich's mind when he was going through all of that. But we have a little interview right here, and maybe this will give us a clue. Let's watch that while you're here.
I'm out here at the Green Valley Golf Club, and let me tell you something. I'm down here for a PGA celebrity tournament. You know, there's guys like Michael Jordan here, Steve Avery, Tom Glavlin. I'm talking about a bunch of winners, Memphis, Tennessee, something y'all know nothing about. And you know who won? I did. 6 under par. You know, the people have said, you know, why did you do that? Why did you turn, Tommy Rich? Well, I'm going to tell you why, Memphis, Tennessee, because I'm a winner. You know, I talked to Glavin, I talked to Michael Jordan, I talked to Steve Avery. They said, you are what you eat. And I sat back and I talked to Eddie Gilbert and Doug Gilbert, and they said, Tommy, look what you're hanging out with. The Rock and Roll Express, superstar Bill Dundee. Well, last week in Memphis, I made my decision. I went with the Gilberts. I accepted their apology. People said, you're crazy. No, I'm crazy thinking that I could hang with Robert and Ricky and superstar Bill Dundee. Well, this Monday night, I won't sneak, don't you? You big dummies. Y'all thought Doug Gilbert hit you with a chain. Well, I knocked you out, Ricky Morton, and then I knocked you out, Dundee. So what I'm saying is I'm coming to Memphis Monday night. You know, it's going to be like the Braves playing the Cleveland Indians, if you know what I mean. The Braves are here, and the Cleveland Indians are way down in the cellar, Dundee. So when I come after you, I'm coming for one thing. Whether I bring a ball bat or whether I bring my golf club, you're going down in Memphis Monday night. And when I get through with you, I'll have to go out there and whip some of the people in the crowd because they ain't nothing but a bunch of losers.
Well, Dave, you exactly know what's going through his mind. Tell me you're talking about the Atlanta Braves and the Cleveland Indians. Well, I'm not much of a baseball fan, but the king told me right here the Cleveland Indians are on top of the heap, and they won last night, brother, and Atlanta got beat. And that's exactly what's going to happen to you Monday night, brother. You ain't got nothing between them ears, and if you do, I'm going to pound it out of you Monday night, and that's a promise from me to you. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Bill. The challenge match coming up. The King and Jeff Jarrett here right now. You guys got another busy week coming up.
Yeah, we do. You know, first of all, I just want to mention this Monday night is going to be, without a doubt, one of the biggest nights that's ever been in the USWA. You know, Bill, they're talking about a little baseball. Did you explain? Everybody gets a free ticket to the Fall Ball Classic at the Memphis Chicks game next Friday night just by coming to the wrestling matches Monday night, and that's going to be a big MSU and UT pep rally. I'm looking forward to being out there. Also, mentioning a little ball, I want to say that tomorrow afternoon, my ball team and myself are going to be up in Ripley, Tennessee at 1:30 at the Ripley High School field up there. And we have some gentlemen over here that we're going to be going against, a couple of pretty big, impressive dudes over there. There's Coach Randy White, and we're going to be going against the quarterback club. And those other two gentlemen are from the Ripley Travelers. Got a big doubleheader up there. And also want to mention, first 200 people that show up at that game, we're going to let them come down to see wrestling free Monday night. Also, one other thing, we're going to be in Jonesboro tonight. We're going to be coming up in Kennett, Missouri. Going to be in Senatobia, Mississippi. Looking forward to that. Yeah, a lot of Mississippi people there. And I also want to mention, real big, this afternoon at 2 o'clock, today, 2 o'clock, from 2 until 4, I'm going to be at the grand opening of the Carnival Shoe Store, which is in Bartlett, right there on Stage Road. Carnival Shoe Store from 2 to 4. I'll have a bunch of free tickets. Anybody want free autograph pictures? So come on by and see me at Carnival Shoe Store. But don't bring the Moondogs, okay? We'll take care of them Monday night.
All right. You're about to set it all. We got Jonesboro tonight, a big event going on over there. Senatobia Thursday, Kennett Friday, but Monday night, Moondogs, the final showdown. You better be ready.
Yeah.
All right, there they are, superstar Bill Dundee and the World Tag Team Champions, Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett. Hey, what, giving away tickets to this Monday night. That's some kind of card coming up. Tell us more about the action in Jonesboro tonight.
Oh, it begins tonight, like you said, Dave, 8 o'clock there at the Earl Bell Community Center on Church Street. Big night tonight. Boy, let me tell you. Begins at 8 o'clock tonight in Jonesboro. The King will be there, Jeff Jarrett. Bill Dundee, Reno Riggans, Eric Embry's on the card. Dundee is first time being back in Jonesboro for 1 year. First time for Reno Riggans. The Gilberts will be there. Moondogs, Brickhouse, Brown, Miss Texas. Big lineup, 8 o'clock tonight in Jonesboro. And some lucky fan is going to get a chance to win $50, no purchase necessary. And a big Red Man night tonight with a pole battle roll and all. It's a big night tonight in Jonesboro. Thursday night, August 27th, 8 p.m., Senatobia, Mississippi. Some lucky fans going to get a chance to win another $50 there in Senatobia at the Northwest Community College. Rock and Roll Express on the card. Jeff Jarrett, Bill Dundee, Moondogs, the Gilberts on the card. Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, Brian Christopher. Big lineup Thursday night, 8 p.m. there in Senatobia, Mississippi. And again, some fan will get a chance to win that $50, no purchase necessary. Friday night, back in Kennett, Missouri at the American Legion building there, 8 p.m. Rock and Roll Express. Jarrett, Dundee, the Gilberts, Moondogs on the card. Big lineup. Now, your tickets are on sale, and you can save $1 on advance tickets at Dee's Video and Car Wash next door to Sonic on 1st Street for Kennett, Missouri, Friday night. Championship Wrestling September 4th. National Guard Armory there on Division Street. Lawler, Jarrett, Rich, Dundee, 8 p.m. Championship Wrestling September 10th, Thursday night, 8 p.m. in Yorkville, Tennessee. Lawler, Jarrett, Dundee's on the card. Moondogs, ladies match as well. And Thursday night, September 17th at Shelby High School there in Shelby, Mississippi. And September 26th in Dyersburg, Tennessee there at the Hollis Powell School. That's championship wrestling all around the area. A lot of it, too. Hey, and don't forget about Monday night. Big card, 10 big matches. 8 championship matches, and the first 2,000 fans get free tickets for that Friday night game. Yeah, there it is, Night of Champions, Monday night, and the first 2,000 fans get tickets to the game Friday night at Chick Stadium at 7:15. The King Cotton, big MSU fall ball there.
Yes, indeed. Everybody looking forward, I think, to the Memphis State football season coming up. And, of course, UT fans looking forward to the UT season coming up, too. We're looking forward to the rest of the program today. You stay with us on Unhappy Bert Prentice when we return. A week ago, right here on this program, Bert Prentice announced that he was bringing in the Russian Unified Tag Team. He had one of them here last week. He wrestled. He was impressive.
Big guy,
yeah, he said there's another one. And you stand by, USWA. We're going to take